Alright guys, how to trade option on Webull for beginners. Let's get straight into it. The first thing that we're going to do is look for our stock. So we just go to the search section up here. We're going to look into Apple, so we're going to type Apple. It's going to pop up right here. And then once we click on Apple, we're going to be able to see the stock right here. Alright, so once you go into the stock, we're going to scroll down and you're going to be able to see different time frame. You got the 5 minute, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. For the 5 minute, you could also change it to 2 minute, 1 minute, and so on. And in addition, when you click this button here, you could also change from candlestick to line if you want to. In addition, you could also click on this button right here. You could add some indicators. So you got the MACD, you got the RSI, volume, things like that, Bollinger Band. In addition, once you on that same button, you could use it to draw a trend line. So once you click the button, you could press draw trend line. Then you could scroll up back to the stock, and you could kind of do some technical analysis. So kind of draw support and resistance like that. That would be, and then draw another line here, just like that. In addition, you could also change the color of this if you wanted to, with this support and resistance example. So you can see support is like the foundation of the house, and resistant is like the roof. So only way to get through the roof is pretty much to bust through the roof. So that would be like a resistant right there, support and resistant. So now that we have that, in addition, once you go to this button, you could also do dual chart. So if you wanted to look at another stock, for example, let's look at Adobe. You could see the both stock. You could see Adobe at the bottom, and you could see Apple at the top. So you could kind of do a comparison right there like that. You could also look at the different time intervals and range, things like that. Alright, so once you keep scrolling down, you could also look at times in sales, order flow distribution, large scale orders in last 5 days, and so on. There's a lot of different data right here. In addition, you also have news section where you could get some news on what's going on, and then you have feeds, some prediction, and Sage Tracker analysis. So you have analysis rating, all these different ratings, indicators, things like this. You got the technical analysis section right here, as you can see. Then we could go over to the company. We could look at the earnings and cash flow, all that stuff, all that good stuff. And then we could also click on next to financials, press releases, so to see what's you can see some dividend here, as you can see, because Apple currently pays dividend. There we go. Then you could, in the next to press release, you could also click on profile, so you can see information about the specific stock. There we go. So now let's go back to chart, and then in order to trade options, going to come over to the options section on the phone, and we have different dates here, as you can see. You can see the different strike price on the left hand side. So if I press this to the 12, down here we could choose between a call or a put. We have our bid and ask here, as you can see, on this specific date. Volume, open interest, all that stuff, delta, theta. If you don't see delta, theta, or any of these things on your chart, you could just click the button down here, and then you go to columns. And then From there, you could go and add the Greeks that you would like to put into your chart. How you could adjust your columns to see different layouts based on your preference. You could also show all the strike prices or some of the strike prices. You could do different view, straddle, or list view. Right now I'm using a straddle. You could do ascending or descending by the strike price. Alright, so from there we could head back. We could do different strategies by clicking on the button next to on the left, on the bottom, next to calls or put. You could do single option, straddle, different kind of trading options. So in this case we do single option. If you have a password, it's going to once you click on the strike price that you choose, it's going to ask you to enter your password. Once you come back here, you're going to scroll down. So remember guys, when it's a call in the money, the strike price is going to be below the current stock price. So it'll be on the top, and if it's out of the money, the strike price is going to be above the current stock price. Similarly, if you go to puts, it's going to be in the money when strike price is above the stock price. So for example, you have 177.5, 180, 182.5, and so on, and it will be out of the money when the strike price is below the stock price, as you can see in this example right here. Alright, so now let's go back to calls. We're going to click on the option, is which we're choosing this example to do call option, so we're betting that the stock is going to increase here. So we click on the 175, click on the 175 call. We're going to press enter our password. Once we enter our password, we're going to see the chart right here for the option. You could look at the hourly, daily, 5, and so on. In addition, you could also put some indicator, VWAP, RSI, MACD, things like that. Order type. So order type is pretty much where you can choose if you want to order your option at the current ask price, which currently right now there's about 20 people asking $103 and about 30 bid for about $96. So when you see these numbers here, the 0.96 or 1.03, that's times 100, because in options we have to get 100 share of a contract, so we're going to times those numbers by 100. That's why it's $103 for the ask and $96 for the bid. In addition, you also have the mid price. The mid price is where you could, it's basically in between the bid and the ask, so you could potentially set a limit order where you potentially get filled for that specific mid price instead of just paying what the people are asking right there. As I said about order types, you could do limit orders or you could do market orders in different kind of orders here. I personally like to do a limit order because I'm not going to potentially pay too much for the option contract. So I just set where I want to get in and I just wait until the market hit that level and then I get into the option. But for order types, you could just select orders and then you hit the number of contracts you're doing, 3, 4, 5, and so on, or 1 if you want to. It depends on what you want to get, and then you just hit buy, hit confirm, and then you'll get the specific option. Now as it relates to order limits, you could just set the price that you want to get in on a contract, 1, 2, 4, 5, and hit the buy button as well and confirm, and it's going to bring you in the trade. If that order limit is filled, as you can see, there's buy and sell. Right now we're doing buy because we are buying The option we're not selling. We don't have 100 shares right now for this specific example. So we're not selling any cover calls. All right, guys. So this is a simple way to buy options on Webull. With that being said, guys, I hope this was helpful to you guys. Remember, guys, let's help each other level up. Hit that subscribe button, like, and share this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, for His glory, peace.